Hello everyone, welcome to PUC Online Classroom. Today we are moving on to activity number 4, grammar focus. So last session I finished the first two activities, which is about snapshot and perspective. Alright, so I'm not going to talk about number 3, but number 4. Okay, so number 4 is about describing purpose. It's about what you want to achieve, what you want to do. Alright, so we have infinitive clauses, all right, and infinitive clauses with for. So we'll take a look at the example in this box altogether. We have to run a popular internet cafe. It's a good idea to have plenty of computers. All right. In order to establish a trendy restaurant, a famous restaurant, a popular, it's important to have fashionable servers. All right. So if you take a look at this two, you can say to run or in order to run. So they are the same, everybody, right here. So that's what we call infinitive clauses, the clause that begin with infinitive. Okay. So this is about this clause expresses purpose. All right, to run a popular internet cafe, or you can say in order to run a popular internet cafe. All right, so that you have two choices whether you want to use to verb or you can say in order to. All right, so make sure in order to you need to use a verb. Okay, but if you don't want to use in order, so that you can use to verb. All right, to run a popular internet cafe. All right, or to establish or in order to establish. So you have choices, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's move on to the second infinitive clauses with for. So for and to are different if you take a look at the example right here. The first, for an athletic center to be profitable, it needs to have modern exercise equipment. All right, you see that? For. And you also can say in order for a language school to succeed, it has to have a convenient location. So for we use with noun or phrase, or you can say in order for, we also use noun or phrase. Okay, so remember when you use in order to, or you can say to, you need to use verb. But when you say for or in order for, then you have to use noun or phrase. It's like the last two examples right here. For an athletic center to be profitable, we don't care about to be profitable right here, but we do care after for. The phrase after for is an athletic center. Or you can say in order for an athletic center to be profitable. All right. So you can say in order to or in order for. So in order to plus verb, in order for plus noun or phrase. All right. So nothing else, everybody. It's just only these two. All right. And if you have questions, don't worry. Leave the question in our group chat, and I will answer to your questions. All right. So let's try exercise all together because it's not really difficult. Match each goal with a suggestion. So that is about exercise A, 4A. Practice the sentences with a partner so you don't have to. But let's begin with goals right here. So I will read all the goals and the suggestions later. For a health club to attract new people. Health club, okay, just like the fitness center. In order to run a profitable restaurant, it's related to restaurant. To establish a successful dance club. If you want to open or run a dancing club business, then you can try. Find out some ideas right here. For a coffee bar to succeed, okay, to run a successful clothing boutique, that's right, clothing shop, a small shop, all right. Suggestions. A, you need to hire a talented chef. Talented means person who is very good at. It's a, all right, so I just want to talk about talented chef a little bit. It more likely the restaurant, right? So if you want to run or open a business with a restaurant, then I think you must have a talented chef. If your food is not good, then of course you cannot have a good business with restaurant, right? So that is the reason, if you, yeah, in the future wanna have a small restaurant, then you have to find. But you also can learn by yourself how to cook. There are 2 or 3 good school in Phnom Penh, so that you can learn how to cook. But it's very expensive, you know. But after you finish that university, it's also called university, all right? So you will have a degree. So it can be 2 years or 4 years. It depends on the degree that you want to study about cooking, all right? And then you will become a chef, or maybe talented or master chef. Just an example, all right? Okay, so let's go to B. It's a good idea to offer dessert too. Must be restaurant too, I guess. C, you need to keep up with the latest styles. Keep up means, you know, keep updating, or make sure that your styles is fashionable or modern enough. D, it needs to have great music and lighting, so the lights. And the letter E, it has to offer the latest equipment, so especially related to HSI. All right, so let's try all together. Number 1, for health club to attract new people, I would go with letter E. It has to offer the latest equipment, right? Because it related to HSI, okay, or training, then you should have the latest equipment to attract people. 2, in order to run a profitable restaurant, yeah, we'll go to A. Yeah, it's about talented chef. 3, to establish a successful dance club. Can you guess? Letter D. All right, it needs to have great music and lighting. Number 4, for coffee bar to succeed, and then we can say letter B. It's a good idea to offer dessert too. I'm sorry. And last one, to run a successful clothing boutique, then you can go to letter C. All right. Okay, so that's it for this activity. So now let's go on to number 5. Wow, qualities for success. So the first activity is about pair work, but let's try and talk all together. What qualities are important for success? Rank them from 1 to 5. So right here, it is based on your own understanding, your experience, and ideas. All right, it's not about right or wrong, but make sure it's not far right or far wrong. I'm sorry, not far right. It should be far wrong. Okay. Um, so we have model, salesperson, and a magazine. So let's begin with a model: fashionable, gorgeous, industrious, muscular, slender. So let's understand some of these words. Fashionable, it's like the way you dress yourself looks fashionable. Okay. Gorgeous, very beautiful. Industrious, hardworking. Muscular, having big muscle. And slender is thin, but not skinny, as thin. Slender is positive meaning. All right. So yeah, we know all the meanings. So let's try to number all together. Yeah, to become a successful model, what should be the first one? I don't know. To me, gorgeous, fashionable, slender, industrious, and muscular. Okay, you might have different ideas. It doesn't matter. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the second one, not number 2, a salesperson. We have clever, charming. Charming means very attractive, knowledgeable, having knowledge, persuasive, good at convincing people, good at making people believe in you. All right, a tough, a strong, or being able to deal with some kind of difficult situation. What do you think about salesperson? what kind of features, what kind of quality, the first quality. To me, salesperson, I think knowledgeable, because you need to know the product itself if you want to sell something, right? You need to have some kind of ideas to sell. Second, charming. Really? I don't know. But if you are not attractive enough, then whether you have good services or products, people will not want to talk to you, right? So I think charming is number two. Persuasive, good at talking or explaining or convincing people to buy your products or services, right? Clever and tough later. You might have different ideas. It is fine. A magazine. Affordable means you are able to buy. It's not expensive, it's not too cheap. It's reasonable. So it means affordable. It's like it's okay. You can buy that. Attractive, entertaining. Entertaining means a lot of, you know, programming that people can entertain themselves, like music or I don't know, story, okay, uh, any other things that can make people happy. This is about entertaining. Informative, full of information, well written. You need to write the language. All right, the spelling should be well, not should be, must or need to be well written. All right, so what do you think about a magazine? So to me, I would go with the informative number one, because the magazine, when they buy your magazine, they would like to find out the contents of your magazine, whether your magazine cover a lot of information or not. Okay, that is informative. That is one. Second is attractive, because the design, the photos, the colors. So these are what they need or what they expect to have in the magazine, right? And I will move on to well written. The language, sometimes the style and needs the language need to be needed and well written as well. And entertaining later, affordable is the last one to me. But you might come up with different ideas. Doesn't matter, everyone. Okay. All right. So I think that's it for this, everybody. I will go to number 7 later. So if you have any question, once again, about the grammar point and the qualities for success right here, leave me the question in our Telegram group chat. All right, and I will answer to your questions. Thank you so much, everyone. Goodbye.